Alright, what is going on, guys? I wanted to shoot a video here on the LED headlights that I just got for the my Jeep here. They're 7x6. That is the size for the Cherokees. I believe it's the same size for the like the YJ Wranglers. There's quite a few older cars that use this size. Ford Rangers, I think, use like the first gen Ranger, not the first gen, but like the square body looking Rangers, like the early 90s. They have these square headlights. I think some F-150s do, but you know, it shows you what's compatible for your vehicle. If you have a 7x6 headlight, then these are the headlights you have. But it's these right here. They're the Genssi. I don't know if that's not a part number. That's the Cree because it has Cree lights in it. 7x6 and then black because the back part is black. I don't think it actually has an item number. I mean, I got them off of eBay. Now, I can pretty much do a review on these without actually having them even installed on my Jeep yet because my girlfriend has them on her Jeep. This is literally the same as like ones. I bought her the same ones, so she's had them on there for, I don't know, getting close to a year now probably. Maybe a little bit less than that. And, I mean, so far they're holding up really great. These are like daytime running lights, the side things over here. Now, for whatever reason, this is like supposed to be the daytime running light plug. She doesn't have an option for that, so we never plug that in. Like, she has this regular prong here, and these still light up. So I don't, whatever. I'm not complaining, but it was just kind of weird that we never hooked up the daytime running lights, and they still work. But yeah, they're really bright. They're really good lights. The quality isn't that bad. It's like a metal backing here. Like I said, it's literally it's plug and play. You hook it right up. You unplug the old headlights. You plug the new ones in. Boom. You have you know, LED headlights. So it's honestly as simple as that. It wasn't. I didn't have to modify anything. I did it to her Jeep. It plugged right in. Everything went smooth, easy breezy. Doesn't come with instructions because it isn't fitted for certain. You know, it isn't fitted for just the Jeep Cherokee. It's for any vehicle with 7x6 headlights. Now, some vehicles, this back part here might be a little too deep for some vehicles because I believe this is a little bit bigger than, you know, these are a little bit bigger than some of the older halogen style lights. So you might have a fitment issue, but I'm sure with a little bit of modifying, you'll probably get it to work. Or even before you purchase it, just kind of look up some reviews, see if someone has the same vehicle as you. But yeah, I mean they're really great lights. They're really bright. I forget the wattage. I forget how many lumens they are or whatever. I don't remember, but they're bright. They are really bright. I'm not going to do like a before and after, like, you know, my halogens and then the LED lights. I'll just show you the LED headlights. I'll just kind of show you what they are, you know, just installed at nighttime. You know, what it's like driving. Because I'm sure if you are looking about purchasing these, you already have halogen lights, so you don't need to see what halogen lights look like. You're already aware. That's why you're replacing with LED lights, so I'm not going to bother doing that. But overall, the quality is really good. For how much did I pay? $100. I paid $98 for them. They're really, I'm telling you, for $98, they're really good light. They're DOT approved. That's why I got these over some other ones, because it didn't say DOT. So I don't know if they were DOT approved or not. But these are actually DOT approved. They are road legal. Good to go. Sometimes these LED lights are not road legal. So if a cop really wanted to, he could actually give you a ticket. And also, you know, it's kind of not fair for other drivers, because a lot of times if they're not DOT approved, they don't reflect the light properly, and it blinds other drivers. So that's why I got the ones that I made sure were DOT, because there's another pair of these that actually look pretty good. I liked them, but like I said, it wasn't DOT. At least I didn't see DOT approved on it. So that's why I ended up getting these. But yeah, I'll install them on the Jeep. I'll do a video what it's like driving around at nighttime. Another thing too, there's this little plug here. It's supposed to, it's like a vent to keep the moisture out. When I did it, when I installed it on my girlfriend's Jeep, I pulled this off because if you leave this vent on, even though it's ventilated, it's supposed to let the moisture out. It's still got moisture like behind the lens. So just FYI, if you end up putting these lights on. Just pull this plug off. She hasn't got any moisture or water or anything in there, so it's not really a big deal. Don't even worry about it. But I'll do an install video, then I'll do a driving a nighttime video too, so you guys get a feel for what it's like. So that's going to be the second part of this video. Alright, and here it is at nighttime, so you guys can kind of see how they look. I mean, you can't really tell, I'll be quite honest with you, but they are super bright. Now, I don't have a before, but if you guys have halogen lights, you know what they look like pretty much. So as you can see, it's a nice clear white. If you look on the Toyota here, it's nice and clear, like a bright white. There's no like yellowing, and so far they're holding up pretty good. But yeah, you can't see, but they're that's the low beam, which is extremely bright as it is. And you put the high beam on. I mean, so it doesn't necessarily increase the range of the beam. Like the beam patterns, the width wise is still the same, but the up, you see up more, so you have like a longer distance. That's really the only thing that changed when you put the high beams on. So I mean, once again, you can't see what they look like or anything, but they look exactly the same. You know, like I said, the beam pattern wise, the high and low, you have a pretty broad range. It's just the high beam affects, well, your high beams. See, I don't know, you might be able to catch it on video, but
see the stop sign.
See, if you look, it kind of just shoots straighter. It's really all it does. Doesn't really
the stop sign.
You can't really see the stop sign.
Yes, you can. Watch when you turn it on, it gets light.
Yeah, but I understand that. I can see the stop sign, but people in the video can't see the stop sign. It's a GoPro. I mean, they might be able to, but... So, as you can see, high, low, high, low. So and for whatever reason, I don't have the daytime running lights like my girlfriend has on her Jeep, even though I never hooked up the daytime running lights. So I don't know if the newer Cherokees are set up differently than the old ones, but... So that's pretty much it, guys. Definitely get them. Oh, let me put the lights back on. That way you can actually see something. But yeah, if you guys are looking for LED headlights for your Cherokee, definitely check out these, or even a 5x7 light. That's the size of this. It goes on like Rangers. I think F-250s have them, F-150s. I think there's a lot of different things, like the Econoline vans. I know there's a lot of different trucks that take the 5x7 lights, but yeah, if you had the 5x7 lights, definitely check out the Genssi ones. Genssi LED headlights. They're really great. Like I said, they're just super bright. A lot better than the you know, the halogen lights. All right, here you go, guys. I got the one side installed. Really easy. I'll show you how to do that one. I just wanted to make sure I knew how I was doing it. But it's really straightforward. You can't really mess it up. But there's the LED lights. Obviously you can't tell, it's during the daytime, so you're not be able to really see the brightness, but oh my god, just looking straight at them like this, and then looking at these, like, big difference, big difference. These halogen lights that I had were actually kind of bright considering they're, you know, halogens. I guess they were kind of newer, but these are still going to blow them away. Going to be way better. But the install is really easy. These are high beams. I'll show you the high and low after everything's installed, but I want to just make sure the lights worked and everything was good with it. So I'll set the camera up. I'll show you guys how to take this off. There's a screw here, which, okay, I guess I'm actually missing a screw there. Okay, so I'm missing a screw here, but there should be one there. I may have forgot to put it on when I installed this. Okay, well, whatever. Not a big deal. And the heat that these put off, it feels so much warmer. You can feel it compared to those. There's a screw here. You literally take that screw off, this screw off, and then there's 4 screws underneath the lights. I'll show you. Really easy. Another thing too, the screwdriver that I'm using is a 2x4 Phillips head, so if that helps you. I don't. Your screws may be a different size than mine, but that's the size that I'm using. You also got to take out this one screw here. Actually, no, you might not be able to. You might not need to. Let me leave that. remember on my girlfriend's second generation Cherokee, like the 97 and up ones, it was actually a little bit more difficult. If I remember, I had to take out this whole entire grill piece, which isn't hard to do. They're just screws going along, but if I remember correctly, I feel it was actually a little bit more work. This is actually going smoother. Come on. There you go, that's out. What is holding this one in? Can't really mix up the screws either, so I don't have to worry about that. I don't know what's holding this one in. Maybe there's a screw behind here. Of course, the side that I didn't film went no problem, and now the side that I want to film, it's like, it doesn't want to come off. I don't get it. Yeah, there is. There's a screw here, which wasn't on the other side, which is why it doesn't want to come off. So this one has a little bit more of a process. Alright, so when you're doing this, you got to take this off, and there's screws in there too. The other side wasn't like that. The side, for whatever reason, is like that. So just keep that in mind, I guess. Just move this out of the way. And then you take out these four. That's an adjustment. This one's an adjustment. Now my headlights are out of adjustment. What I'll do is I'll later tonight I'll go to I'll use the garage door and I'll adjust my headlights because I know they're out of adjustment, but now I'll leave it how it is. But you just undo these four screws. Try not to lose them. It's not a big deal if you do. I mean, I'm sure you can live without one, or just find another screw, but try not to lose them. Kind of hard to do. You really got to be an idiot to mess this up. Right off, like so. Pull the back of the wire out. Of course, this side just wants to fight right now. It's like the other side literally went like super smooth. I had it done in 2 minutes. Ow! Ow! Smacked my hands. All right, well, mine was a little caked on there for whatever reason, just did not want to come off. Maybe it was in there longer, I don't know, but take the light right out. Now I'm not using the dielectric grease that people use. Whatever, sue me. I didn't buy it, okay? Not a big deal. I didn't do it when I did my girlfriend's, and hers are working fine after going through mud and whatever else, so they seem to be okay. But, I mean, you can use dielectric grease, it's really not bad, but, you know, I just didn't. I didn't feel like buying it. I just wanted to get these installed. Blow it out a little bit. Take this off, and make sure you take off the rubber grommet here thing that I was talking about. Take that off, because even though if this is supposed to keep it sealed, they're supposed to keep it on and seal it, they just don't work that well. Take it off, trust me. Peel that right off. I found it easier to plug this in first and then put it around the trim, so you can just go ahead and plug this right in there. Now the one thing that I don't like about these, another thing, make sure it says DOT, SAE. Make sure you have that facing up. Make sure you don't have it like upside down or something. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter, but it looks nicer with it actually facing up. But the one thing I don't like about this is they give you like a longer wire. So you gotta kind of like tuck it up in there a little bit. As compared to the old ones that didn't have that. Just leave that there. There's a part, like a connector piece on the bottom of the trim. I just put that down in the bottom. Pretty sure that's how it goes anyway. Try to be careful not to scratch your light either. Even though, I mean, they're pretty durable, even though it's plastic, but just, you know, obviously try not to crack it if you can, or scratch it. A little bit of a pain. There we go. And then I just, get your screws to screw it on. I start with the top corner, or one of the tops, and then just do the other side, like catty corner to it, and then you can adjust the others. And don't make it real tight either, because you're going to have to move it around a little bit. Let's check, see if they work. Okay, high beams work. And the low beams work. Perfect. Just put the other screws in. Like I said, you guys, you really can't mess this up. You really gotta be like a real idiot to screw this up. Crazy tight, but just nice and snug, doesn't move around. Alright, let's get this, we'll turn the headlights off. Alright, so we'll did it backwards. I don't know if your setup's going to be the same as mine, but there's like a shorter screw and a longer screw. The shorter one goes down in the bottom. The longer one goes up top. Or, I don't know, at least that's how mine was. So yours, I don't know. Like I said, that side was completely different, so I don't know if this is, you know, Jeep / Chrysler doing its finest work, or I do know I replaced this marker and I replaced this. I never did that side, so that might be the way it's supposed to be. But when I took it off the Jeep that I did it, this is how it was set up. So maybe different years they changed the screw setup. I don't know. Put these screws back in. Make sure this is tucked up. All right. Just like that, guys, she's done. And like I said, you have the adjustments. There's one right here, a screw adjustment, and there's an adjustment up there. So lights on so we can see them again. My high beams on. Those are the high beams. Here's the low beams. But yeah, guys, I think they look absolutely great.